Well, it's been a fantastic summer so far. We've done a lot of preseason legwork, getting reveal trail cameras out, setting up new tree stands in some new spots, and I'm really looking forward to hunting season. But we're currently at the property where we have some of our biggest shooter bucks on trail camera this year, and they've been showing a lot of consistency. So we're gonna get a few reps through the bows to make sure we're all dialed in, because hunting season's only 5 days away. Then we're gonna go over and hop up onto the chicken coop and hopefully get some footage of these bucks coming out, so we have a better idea what these bucks are doing for opening day. Well, it's September 1st, opening day, and man oh man, am I excited to get into the tree stand. We have a couple nice deer on camera. There's an old 10. I'd be more than happy to take them with the bow. Oh guys, I've never killed a deer on opening day. He's a beautiful buck. My name is Mitchell Payment. I started tagging along with my dad to go hunting basically since I learned to walk. I grew up living the outdoor lifestyle, learning from my dad and any hunting video I could get my hands on as a kid. Once I turned 12, the legal age to hunt, we started taking things more serious than ever, working hard and learning through experience to better our odds to fold our tags on the animals we are pursuing. It has helped us grow into who we are now. Welcome to Season 5 of Moment of Truth TV. I just killed the bull of my dreams. Smoked him. This buck is what dreams are made of. Oh my God. Yes! I'm at a loss for words.
Oh, he's so nice in the turn.
He is such an awesome buck. I got him in. That was unbelievable. When it comes to hunting, most people have an animal they pursue the most and are very passionate about. For us, it's the white-tailed deer. Where we live, whitetails are the most abundant, and being able to hunt these beautiful animals close to home, it allows us to be involved in the hunt all year long. Whether it's spring shed season searching for chocolate gold.
I think we have his from last year.
I think so too. That's a giant shed. One here, couple over there, one there. What is going on? Holy, this is a beauty. Look at this. Look at that. A beauty 5-point shed. Just absolutely awesome. Or summertime scouting, looking for bucks to chase and patterning them for the fall. And lastly, hunting season, where we hope preparation meets opportunity. Most of our days out in the field, we have keen whitetail on our mind. Growing up chasing whitetails ever since I reached the legal age to hunt with my bow in hand, we were fortunate enough to have some success within the first couple sits of the season, but never on opening day.
He's a beautiful buck. I'm so proud of him. It's our third night in the tree stand.
With the previous season being our toughest bow season to date, and ended up taking my first whitetail with a rifle. Just truly blessed to be able to harvest such a nice animal. This year, with a new season upon us, anticipation is high and we are determined to make it happen during bow season. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by RV City, generations of family fun. Old Smokes Coffee, coffee for the courageous. iHunter app, know your regs inside and out. Black Widow Deer Lures, #1 whitetail estrus and deer scents. Tacticam, share your hunt. Sights and Arms, your firearm specialists. And by Prime Archery, the most accurate bows on the planet. This segment is brought to you by Burris Optics, focusing on what matters: accuracy, durability, innovation, and value with 50 years of optical engineering. Well, we just arrived to a location where we always shoot the bows, so we're gonna break out our prime bows, do some shooting. It's a beautiful end of July evening, and hunting season's gonna be here before you know it, so we're gonna make sure our setups are good to go. And this is first of many. We're gonna be coming out a bit more to shoot, ramp up before season, but super excited, so let's get after it. Top right dot?
Top right dot.
With our equipment feeling amazing, Dad and I are now heading out to one of our spots to see if we can't lay our eyes on some deer. Well, it's the end of July and we just got to location. We're gonna sit in the box of the truck, overlook the field just like good old times. I'm excited to see what comes out, and fingers crossed we get to lay eyes on a nice buck. And actually, we're putting a new product to use from Tacticam. It's the Spotter LR. And I think it's going to be a great product on the market today for filming through a spotting scope, because it doesn't get much better and more convenient and films in 4K. So excited to put that to use, and hopefully we see a buck. So let's get after it. With only a few smaller bucks and does making an appearance on this beautiful evening, coming out to enjoy some yellow canola flower, our quest to find a shooter continues. As the days went on, we set up reveal cellular cameras in our spots to gain intel on what deer are in the area without even having to step foot in the spot after setting it up. Out with the old and in with the new, putting up the brand new Tacticam reveal. It's so much nicer using a cell cam, especially one that comes at this cost. It's so inexpensive and works like a charm. You never have to come in here and put any pressure on the deer, yet you know exactly what's going on at what times. In my books, that's a big win, because the less pressure you can put on the deer, the better. And now we wait one more month till hunting season. I'm super stoked. Hopefully this trail camera produces a big old buck. As the summer progressed, we had some nice mature buck pictures starting to hit my phone from our reveal cellular cameras, giving us a ton of excitement and something to dream about at night. With one property showing lots of promise and consistency, it's now time to set up a stand where our reveal cellular cameras have shown the buck's pattern. Well, it's a beautiful August evening. We're just met up with the landowner, Dale. And we're coming back here to set up a stand. My dad got his muzzleloader buck last year here. We had set up a camera in this corner, and it showed some pretty good deer. Dale's driving the gator back with the stand, so we're gonna probably pick one of these spruce trees and get it all set up. Well, we picked a tree. It's a beautiful spruce tree, tucked in nice. We're gonna have tons of cover, and this is right where we've been seeing them feed, so should be money. We just gotta get it up there. Spruce trees are fun to deal with. They're tough, but they make for good cover. Well, the stand's set. I think it's in a money spot. There was already bucks and does coming out just over here, so can't wait to get back in here in September.
If I'm gonna wear it, it needs to work. It doesn't matter where I go. It doesn't matter what I hunt. Huntworth works. It doesn't matter if the weather's good or bad. Huntworth works. And if Huntworth works for me, it'll work for you and your budget. Any game, any place, anytime, Huntworth works.
This segment is brought to you by Black Widow Deer Lures and Scents, #1 whitetail doe estrus in deer scents. It's simple, they work. Well, it's a week until hunting season. We're out at the property where we actually have one of our nicest bucks on camera and most consistent. So we're gonna do some shooting today, make sure our bows are all dialed in, and then hop up on the shed and do some scouting and hopefully see if there's some deer in the back corner. The reveal already sent us some notifications. There's a doe and a fawn, so I assume that's a good sign, and it's a gorgeous night, so the other buck should be out. Well, the two first shots are bullseyes. Prime bows, most accurate bows on the planet. Man, that is sweet. When the first two arrows hit in the middle, that's a good sign. Well, we just got done shooting, and while we were shooting, we were bang on, and we look out and there's already a doe and a little buck out, and the reveal was showing us the pictures as well. So we're just gonna hop on top of the shed and take a peek. Well, we're sitting here, and unfortunately we can't see in the corner where our tree stand is, but that's why we got the reveal there. Diablo and his buddy are there right now. We're gonna keep watching, because if they hit the back bush line, we'll see them. They're just coming out into the canola to feed now, so it is awesome. Man, 5 days away, and we could be in the money, sending a victory arrow into a beautiful buck. So I'm super stoked. We're gonna keep watching and see what else comes out, and if we can get a good eyes view of them.
Watching a cow and two calves walk through the field was a sight to behold. Shortly after, we caught movement in the back, and there was the bachelor group of bucks with the biggest one within them.
Well, we were just watching, and he did exactly what we wanted to. Diablo walked right by our stand with all the other bucks. So in 5 days, if they do that, you know what? It's gonna be game on. We might have a deer on the ground. We're gonna have an opportunity at least, and you can just feel it falls in the air, and I am so stoked. That is exactly what we came here and wanted to see. I couldn't ask for a better night. So now we just wait. It's a waiting game, and you know, September 1st night, we might be up in that stand, and it's gonna be exciting. The anticipation is through the roof.
As the week went on, with a group of bucks pinpointed, anticipation was peaking, excitement was growing, and with a pinch of nervousness, opening day was upon us and it was time to hit the stand.
Well, it's September 1st, opening day, and man oh man, am I excited to get into the tree stand. I've been looking forward to this day for a long time, got all the equipment just absolutely dialed in, ready to go. And this is actually a fairly new spot to us. We hunted a bit last year, and my dad actually harvested a muzzleloader buck here. And this is an area we typically don't hunt till later in the year, but we put up a cellular camera here, a reveal camera, and man oh man, buck factory. Actually turned out to be one of our best spots that we got this year. So we have a couple nice deer on camera. There's an old 10 and a buck we're calling Diablo. He's a gorgeous 5x5, and he's probably in the 150 class range, but I'd be more than happy to take him with the bow. This is our most killable bucks. They're coming out in daylight. All the other spots there have been nocturnal activity. Here, it's been different. So we're going in tonight into a brand new set of tree stands. It's in the corner of a canola field, and it's just kind of a funnel. They can't be seen from anywhere, and they seem to feel real safe coming out in this corner. So hopefully we can get a victory arrow bloody and get a big buck down on the ground. So stay tuned to see what happens. I'm stoked.
Well, we just got into the stand. I'm excited, but it's a bit of a pain right now, but it should be worth it. As the time passed, with the wind calming down and the sun beginning to set, I could hear movement coming up from the bush. There it was, a beautiful velvet rat coming through the thick foliage. It was the old heavy 10 in all his glory. That was pretty good. I think I'm going in the heart. Go down. Watch him, watch him, watch him. He just fell. Oh, guys, I've never killed a deer on opening day, and I think we just did it. Yes. Moment of Truth TV is brought to you by Revolution Armory, Canada's best custom shotguns. G5 Outdoors, designed to hunt. Burris Optics, find what matters. Reveal Cellular Cameras, always on the hunt. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. And by Score Ammunition, proudly Canadian. This segment is brought to you by Prime Archery, where accuracy is everything, and by G5 Outdoors, designed to hunt. Oh, guys, I've never killed a deer on opening day, and I think we just did it. We were up here, we were enduring insane winds. We were scared up in this tree, but we endured it. We knew it was gonna calm down. There's a cold front coming in. We knew if it calmed down, we'd have a good chance at a deer. That's a heavy old 10 point we've had on camera. He was one of the two that we were gonna shoot in here, and actually Diablo was just 150 yards down the field edge, but this guy presented a perfect 38-yard shot, and the first shot looked good, and I got another one in him that demobilized him, and we just heard him crash. It took him about a minute or two, so pretty sure that first shot would have caught heart and lung. He wouldn't have taken it too far, but the prime bow crushed him, and that G5 Montec zipped right through him. I was shaking so bad because I was cold, and he just had me going. Oh, I just love bow hunting, and to get it done on the first is absolutely amazing. This plan just came together so well. They're feeding on this regrowth canola, and man oh man, it's dynamite. Oh, can't wait to go to look for him, and hopefully he's down. He's a beautiful buck. Beautiful full velvet baby. After rewatching the footage what felt like 100 times and getting down and checking my arrow, doubt started to creep in on my shot placement. Well guys, when in doubt, back out. That's a saying that's really known when it comes to shooting deer. You know, in hindsight, I'd like to have been a little bit more to the right and maybe a little up, but I didn't realize he was quartering to a bit, and I just went behind his shoulder, and he only ran
a total of like 70 yards and he crashed hard. We don't really know if he got up after that. So we're just gonna come back in the morning, and realistically it probably shouldn't be too far, but you just really never know. But we're gonna go home and have a sleepless night. It's all shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I would've just crushed him, but it doesn't always work like that when you're bow hunting. Felt like I made a pretty good shot, and hopefully he's there in the morning, and we got a big old buck down on the ground for you guys to see. So we're gonna head on home now and try to get some rest, but it's not gonna be easy.
With the strong winds from the day before bringing in the cold front overnight, hearing the rain pound the roof and window had me sick to my stomach all night long, knowing that any blood was most likely washed away. With the skies clearing up for the morning, it's time to go find my buck.
We're just walking in now. The goal is just to get to that corner, arrow knocked, and if we have to get another one in him, that's the way it's gonna be, but hopefully he's down and out, but let's get in there. Right here. I felt so bad last night. It could have been a much worse feeling, and to know he was down within 2 minutes after I shot him is the best feeling. This is right where we heard him crash, and he just piled in here. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous buck. Can't even get my hands around the main beams. Oh my gosh, I am on cloud 9. I'm so happy we were able to find this deer. Thanks, big guy. Oh my gosh. Well, the retrieval crew just pulled up. We're gonna get him loaded in the gator and get him out of this corner. Hey, he's not bad, eh? Good mass. He's old, like he's probably over 6.5. Yep. Well, everyone, here he is. We got him out of the bush and out of the corner, and he is an absolute gorgeous 10-point with wicked mass, full velvet rack. And this summer we set out, we were on a mission to get a whitetail in September. So we put a lot of time into scouting, and this guy ended up coming out regular into the corner, and he was the oldest buck we had on camera. We went in there September 1st, last night. This guy came up and over the hill, and he presented me a 36-yard shot. The G5 Montec M3 zipped through him so fast with that victory arrow, he didn't even know it hit him. I can't thank the landowner enough for letting us come in here. He's been a huge help, and I'm so proud of this buck, and I couldn't think of a better way to kick off our 2020 big game season. So thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoyed this hunt as much as we did making it.
Closed captioning is brought to you by RV City, located in Mornville and Nisku, Alberta.